Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week this week, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. Your jumping card for the week is the Chariot. It is going to be a fast-packed, dynamic week this week with lots going on and potentially in a really good way, but it's just going to be a busy week. So with the Chariot card, remember it has a tendency to speed things up. And so what tends to happen here is once we, with the Chariot, it kind of gets things moving, right? It's a bit of like a life laxative. It's just like everything's like whoosh, right? It just goes. That was a really grim way to explain things, but hey, listen, we're already there now, so it's what it is. But what I will say is, in all of these different areas of life, things are going to speed up. Now, with the Chariot, because its opposite is the Tower, maybe don't go too fast, right? Just take it all at a pace. And this is a victory and success card. So again, in all of these different areas of your life, there are going to be wins this week. We like a win, all right? For your actions and options, you've got the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Cups. So what this tells me is there is you pulling away from or moving away from something in your world, right? The Eight of Cups can also represent where we have a little bit of an emotional imbalance. And because this comes up with the Chariot, it's very possible that you could start moving forward in a way where you kind of say, like, what was the hold up before, right? It's like you start to see all of this really fast, amazing progress now. And there's a part of you that's like, okay, this is fantastic, but what was the hold up? What was taking so long to get this moving? In terms of the options that are available to you this week, it really is for you to move forward. All right, for your communications and conversations, you've got the King of Pentacles, so aka Sugar Daddy. All right, when it comes to your communications in general, this week you are able to negotiate your butt off for the things that you want, especially in the financial sphere, especially in the professional sphere. Right now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, a King of Pentacles, an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, could feature for you and assist you in some way, shape or form. Now, because you've got this under that Eight of Cups, it's also very possible that someone could give you the inside information that you need in order to release something or to move away from something in your life. So it's kind of like you get the communication, or like some conversation that you have gets you to see, like, okay, this is where I need to cut my losses and run, right? This is where I need to move forward because this is no longer serving me either in an emotional or a financial capacity. For those of you that are I already did studying, right? If you're studying this week, that King of Pentacles, you've already done it, right? Especially with the Chariot card, like whatever you were studying, it's now going to start paying out. It's now going to start yielding its fruits or its dividends. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, quite frankly, you may look at your job this week and kind of say, okay, I've hit the financial threshold or the ceiling of as far as I'm going to be able to go here. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're changing the job. It just means that you're having the realization that there's not going to be, it's like you've reached the pinnacle of what you can be paid for the job that you're in. Now, if that's not you, this does suggest that this week there are going to be some serious talks of a promotion. And if you're not being promoted, the chances are you're going to be out the door, right? This is you kind of saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm worth now. If I don't get it, this is where we go, right? When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is you connecting with somebody that lives at a distance, and quite potentially this could be, people from out of town. It could be international companies that you're starting to work with, or maybe just maybe you win or gain or pull in some sort of business that really enhances your earning potential. But again, it's going to see you having to let something else go. So as an example, and this isn't going to happen, so don't panic. But as an example, obviously readings is a part of, it's the bulk of what I do for my income, right? To earn my money. If you were doing something like me, this could be where you kind of say to yourself, right, this new business that's coming in, or this new idea that I've got is going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to bring all of the money that I'm looking for, but I won't be able to do personal readings anymore. Right? So you're looking at this and there is some kind of shift point. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I think this is you guys just traveling, right? I think this is you on the road. I think you're off on your travels. I think you're going to have a fantastic time. I will say it may end up being a longer trip than you anticipate. So if you're, going away for 2 weeks, just anticipate that you might end up spending 4. If you're going away for a month, just anticipate that it might end up being 2. It's like you're further away from home on your travels for longer than you expect. For your love and relations, you've got the Page of Cups. So this is literally Cancer season. And what this tells us is oh gosh, come on, brain. If you are single and looking, this week you could be connecting with somebody new. Very likely to be a King of Pentacles, right? Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. With that 8 of Cups, this will be somebody who has maybe not necessarily long come out of a relationship, and it may be that you share a similar dating history, right? So there's other things for you to bond here on, right? But either which way, the Page of Cups for new relationships is actually beautiful. What I also like about this as well, this person is going to really help you understand where you people please. And they're not going to do it in like a really judgy, sort of mean, awful way. They're going to do it in a way where they're like, why are you doing this? Why are you giving too much? Why are you having to A, B, and C? Because you really don't have to. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is you working with your significant other to get a really clear understanding of what it looks like to you when it comes to what the long-term goal or plan for the relationship is. Some of the plans that you had, it looks like you'll be phasing those out with a partner, and others you're putting in place because you have like what I would consider a solid financial goal. For your money and materials, you've got the Ace of Cups. So much water here, right? You've got the Chariot, that's Cancer energy, Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, Page of Cups, right? With a bit of earth here. So what you have is effectively, because what happens when you mix earth and water, right? Like that's when you get growth. That Ace of Cups with the Chariot, this is money that finds you this week. That is a boost to the income, but it's like it comes because of or as a result of work or effort that you've already put in, right? So it's not just like, oh yeah, you're getting a windfall and it just drops in your lap. This is the result or the culmination of some hard work or dedication that you've already done. It's a nice, decent sort of chunk of money, which I like. Everybody likes decent chunks of money, Raf. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is, I will say as well, because you've got the Ace and the Page of Cups. For some of you, this could be pregnancy, but another way this could also show up as well. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are getting a brand new bundle of joy that is a little white furry something or other. Kitten, rat, guinea pig, dog, all of the above. For those of you, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Ace of Cups is great for health because it means that things are ticking over nicely. When it comes to your home and environment, so for some of you, maybe it's a new home, but for a lot of you, it looks like an exploratory trip. This is you really looking at not only the area that you live in, but looking further afield to ask yourself, is this it's almost like you're looking at where you are right now and asking yourself, does this actually look like me for the long term? And I think for a lot of you, it's probably not. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.